Baby, I know it's unfortunate the way we fell out of love. Yeah. And though I know it was heaven sent, baby, it just wasn't enough. I tried to give you all I had. I tried to be the one to show you something new. But you didn't want my love, babe. It's a shame, 'cause now we're through. But I ain't tripping, 'cause I got all of this love to give to the next body, to the next body. Oh, baby, see, I've got all of this love to give to the next body, to the next body. I was so afraid of losing you, baby, that I almost lost myself. Yeah, Your toxic behavior did me a favor. Found self-love if nothing else. I tried to give you all I had. I tried to be the one to show you something new. Ooh. But you didn't want my love, baby. It's a shame, 'cause now we're through. But I ain't tripping, 'cause I got all of this love to give to the next body, to the next body. Ooh, baby, see, I've got all of this love to give to the next body, to the next body. Yeah. Whoa. To the next body, to the next body. Baby, see, I've got all of this love, this love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love it.
Wow, that was amazing. So here we are, another dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. You got me, your girl, Samantha Leavell, and you have the amazing V3nus in the building. How are you?
Everybody, how are you doing?
Oh, doing wonderful. I just love that live acoustic that you did of that song.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks so much for having me here today.
Oh no, it's an honor to have you. You know, we met like a few months back on Clubhouse, and it's just been magic from then. You know, I've definitely heard the story of Next Body, but for those who don't know, you know, what was the premise behind that song?
Well, Next Body actually complements other songs on the album. Next Body comes after Senses, which is already out as well, but it talks about getting over a relationship. You know, that point where you've had the breakup and now you're trying to move on, and it's just that get up and move on and let it go vibe.
Definitely. It's kind of a classy way to say next, you know?
Exactly. You know, just a little classy, but yes, absolutely.
Yes. I mean, and people are catching on to the song, you know. Pen Game Classic or Meeks Jones has said, you know, you're a remarkable artist. So people are definitely tuning in on that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you're definitely just amazing. So I got to know, how did you get your start into just becoming this wonderful artist that you are?
Well, I actually started singing when I was much younger, church, and I was maybe 5, 6. I've been playing the piano classically since I was 5. So I've always been surrounded by music. My family is a singing family as well. So Music is just in me. So I've always been around it. Always had a passion for it.
Wonderful. It's like you got like that kind of that old soul. It's like you've been here before. You know what I mean? It's like when you hear your voice, it's got like that kind of that Nina Simone edge to it, and even dating way back, I just love it. Like like they say, pure velvet.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, those are Nina Simone. There's so many classic singers that help shape um, my sound and who I am as an artist.
Got you. Who were your like aside from Nina Simone? Like who? What artists did you admire growing up?
There's so many. Michael Jackson, such a great performer and artist. Chrisette Michelle, when she came along and she hit the scene, it was just like I that's I found myself, and so she paved a lane, so underrated, but she paved a lane in neo soul. Artists and songwriters like John Legend, Damian Marley is such a great writer, and so those are people that I just respect and I love their music.
Yeah, they definitely are incredible artists too, just like yourself. And it's like I kind of noticed you tap into various different genres, which I kind of like. You kind of mix that up, and I definitely love. Like I've been noticing, music over image. What does that kind of mean to you?
Absolutely. So initially, when I was coming out as an artist, to be anonymous, um,
Hmm.
that my music should speak for itself, and so I think that we put so much pressure, so much stress on the person, on the celebrity, creating celebrities, when you know when the music is enough. A lot of people give us such great music that that's really all we need. And so I just wanted to let my music speak for me as an individual.
For itself instead of just the image, because I feel like especially now it's like people are so focused on the image that they just kind of lose just the purity of the music.
Absolutely, it gets lost, and I just didn't want my music to get lost. And okay, well, who is Venus, and what is she about? So then I ended up with the Who is Venus. That's why all my social media is Who is Venus. But I definitely believe in letting the music breathe and letting it speak for itself.
It really does, because I've kind of tuned into some of the videos that you did, which you're not like in the video. So it's almost like we're just focusing on your voice. Like we're seeing the song in the video, but it's like, okay, who is this woman? So I kind of see what you're doing in there.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah. It's like Kanoya Khan. I wasn't in it at all, and people were like, "You need to be in it," and I was like, "Why?" I mean, just listen to the song. Enjoy the music, and so yeah.
Definitely. Oh my gosh, we have Miss Mother Cool. I love Miss Mother Cool. She wants to know your vocal warm-up exercises.
Hey, Miss Mother. Oh, that's a good question. I do a lot of me me's. But there's so many vocal exercises. I actually have this ring that I bought on Amazon that I use to help strengthen my vocal cords because I sing with a different resonance and tone, and so I find that it helps um, air out those tones. And so it's a little ring, and you just blow in it. So that's one of my favorite tools for warming up.
Wow. I definitely love that warming up. And what gets you into the mindset when you're like writing your song? Is it a certain time of day or just a certain mood you have to be in?
Um, it doesn't matter the time of day or the mood. I let the song kind of um, I let the track kind of speak for itself. So when you have good producers that make great beats, they write themselves. That's the best thing about a track. Now, I will say that a nice hot shower always jolts my vibes. Like for some reason, me and
Hmm.
love water, and so when I'm around water, even if it's just the shower or if it's a lake or the ocean, it always sparks my creativity.
Oh wow, that that's a creative way to get creative, for
Take a
uh,
shower.
Just take a shower. Just take a shower. Now, are you doing a lot of live performances like you did with the acoustic? Has that been kind of increasing for you?
Yeah, I just did one on Monday. I'm getting out there, trying to get some things booked, and hopefully, I'll go on tour once I finish dropping these singles. I have a couple more that I want to drop, but and then do a tour. So yeah, I'm working up to doing a lot more live shows. Back in the day, I used to have a band and everything, and we used to do a lot of live stuff at the House of Blues and everything else. So I definitely
Wow.
get back into that now that everything's kind of opening up, So
Right. Is there a performance that you remember like then that just really like that you just feeling like a lot of dope energy, or I should say one of your favorite performances?
well, yeah. So my band, we were
Hmm.
like a very eclectic looking band. We had all the colors, and it was so dope. But um, I did something. I took them to a rap show. We
Hmm.
hip hop and rap show, and I was the only one there that performed with a band. And so, but they loved it. My band was like, "Oh, we got to do more of this," and it was so incredible because I did I do a lot of hip hop as well, as you said before, with the different genres. And so that was my favorite, because my band really enjoyed and thoroughly enjoyed it. It was kind of different than what everybody had done before.
Hmm.
See, the formation of what could be, and that's always the thing, is when you see what could be.
Exactly. That's a beautiful thing. I mean, in hip hop, you have people like the Roots who do the live bands. So I know they were digging that.
Yes, for sure. It was a good time.
And do you currently have a live band? Like I noticed the gentleman who was with you in the video. Is he a part of like your band with you?
Engineer, he's super dope. SG Studios is out here in Fort Worth. You guys, if you're out here, check him out. But yeah, I have some pieces. I'm putting some pieces together. So it's coming along. It's definitely coming along. So any musicians out there, get at me.
Oh yeah, they gotta they gotta they gotta get at you for sure. And it's like, and I'm glad it's like you're showing yourself more because you're just so radiant, you
Oh,
know. And and even like your IG, you've got one of the most like, dopest IG pages. Like y'all need to go on her page. It's like very artsy. You got the pictures lined up just perfect. Like, was that all of your thinking? Like, I'm gonna set this all up.
creative. So I'm a photographer by day. I actually teach. I'm a high school educator. I teach photography, and so you'll kind of see that in my work. Very visual oriented. So yeah.
Wow. See, that's what I thought. I was like, it's gotta be something because my gosh, you got it all down. And like even for like your visuals, do you like come up yourself with the treatment for them?
Yeah, absolutely. The funny thing is, when I write a song, I see a video. So when I listen to music, I see visuals. I see it live as it happens. And so that's another reason why I write the music that I write, because I miss music. Back in the day, you could just see visuals for it.
Mhm.
They created music videos in your head, and so I wanted to get music that actually gives us a storyline that we can see. It gives us the visual aspect of music.
Right. We need that. And we need that because you're right. We've missed out on, videos, and a lot of videos out today, are just kind of the same mundane thing. So with yours, there's actually a story behind it. It's interesting. So you can also not only enjoy the music, but you can sit and watch the story.
Right, absolutely. And I'll have some videos coming out. We're working on that as well. So um, once they all come out, actually the songs together tell a whole story. So the videos will actually play as a story, as a storyline. You're just following it's like just tune in for the next episode, basically. So
I knew that. I was catching that. Yes.
as I can't wait to start putting out the videos and letting people be like, oh, Oh wow. Let me get my popcorn. Venus has another video.
Right. They just watch it all just simultaneously, just get it ready. Because I'm excited about Seymour. I'm really excited. I've been peeping that. I'm like, okay. And then there's another little extra snippet. It's like, when is that going to be coming out?
It is coming out at the end of the month, around the 22nd of October.
Okay.
Pushed it back so that I could get some visuals together. Seymour is the only one that doesn't fit in the story, but it's just a story that had to be told because it was literally, it came from a conversation that I had with my sis, and I was talking to her, and I was like, I had to, after the conversation, I got off the phone and wrote Seymour in like an hour and sent it to her. And she was like, we just talked about this. Like, this is everything we just talked about. And I was like, yeah, I needed to be said because I know I'm not the only one feeling this way. So.
Oh my God. So don't you have me crying when it come out? Because people know I'm a crier. I've cried here on the podcast before. No, I don't care.
I don't think you'll cry.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's that sad.
Right. It's kind of, I noticed like there's kind of an empowering like clip as well. Like you have the woman in the astronaut suit putting that on. So I'm kind of noticing that. And
yeah, absolutely. So Seymour is basically about living life to the fullest, not getting caught up in the rat race, right? So we, it's not working to live, it's living to work, so I just feel like our society is so backwards. We do things backwards and we don't even realize how backwards it is. And by the time you realize it, you're 70, trying to retire or just retiring, and then you're supposed to enjoy life at 70. Why can't we?
Right.
So just taking time to enjoy your surroundings, because you don't know when you have to leave it all behind. And so that's what Seymour is about in that sense.
I like that. A lot of us need that. It's been a crazy almost 2 years. And, I feel like a lot of people we're kind of in the cusp of either trying to push or give up. So anything to get people motivated is helpful.
Absolutely.
And all of these tracks, are they going to be like combined into like an album?
Yeah. So there will be a special format for the tracks. That one of the albums are already completed, and then I'm writing for other albums. So I literally have a series of 22 albums that'll be coming out. That'll be my life's work, for sure, that I'll do along the way. So I've just been writing on each of them, but one of them is completely done. The Lovers has Cornelia Khan, Senses, Next Body, and some that you guys haven't heard. They're Moscato, Elevator Music, like those are all on one album. And then Seymour, there's a few more that vibe. So each album is a whole vibe. So, when you have a mood, I want you to be able to put in a Venus album that goes to that mood, and you don't have to push stop. It just plays all the way through. So that's
I love it. We're definitely going to be sharing more, videos as well and everything. I was like, the Next Body, I just kind of started that first because I wanted people to see like, okay, who is Venus? This is Venus. This is her. But, they definitely got to tap into everything that you're doing.
Absolutely. I appreciate you playing it and just sharing it and supporting the music.
Oh my gosh, of course. Like I said, I say blessed to have been in Radio Clubhouse, and because that's how I was able to meet you and then just become connected.
Absolutely. You are so amazing. It's just so great how active you are. I laughed the other night because I'm like, does this woman ever sleep? Like, you are so inspiring. You're so passionate about what you do. And I'm glad as well that we met. And I'm glad that you're doing what you do, because you're definitely an advocate for independent artists.
Oh, thank you so much, Queen. I appreciate it. It's funny that you say about the sleep, because the team gets on me all the time about me sleeping. They say, when do you sleep? Because every time, you done posted this or that.
Post something, you're like, posting. I'm like, oh, she's up.
Right. It's like, oh yeah, I'm up. And it's like, oh yeah, they're gonna know about you being on the show. I mean, that's just, I'll be like, I apologize ahead of time. You're gonna get a daily tag on it.
Absolutely. I think it's so great what you do, and that again that you're just an advocate for independent artists and allow us to get our music out. And I mean, I wish you in the future all the luck, because you deserve it.
Oh my gosh, I so appreciate it. Literally started as an epiphany last year, and then just been pushing it. And the Certified Nation Entertainment team, they're on it. They've been supportive of getting this going. I mean, like this show, it's showing. We got it on several Facebook pages. We even got it on their website, so they're supporting this movement too.
Oh, that's good. I gotta tap in so I know everywhere that it is.
Oh, it's everywhere. It's on YouTube and Twitch now too. So we're
Oh, okay.
it's just a mission to get your story out there, get the exposure that you need, because some people might not necessarily be on Clubhouse. It's like, oh no, they got to know about you.
Absolutely. No, thank you so much.
And how does it, like, what does it feel for you as far as like being an independent artist, because that is a grind. I mean, I definitely understand the grind. What is it like for you in particular?
Oh, well, it is like you said, it's a grind. It just never stops. It's a 24/7, and then on top of it, having a day job, and being able to function in that aspect, in that realm. So it's a hustle. It never stops. And sometimes you feel like a small fish in a great big ocean, because there's so many people doing it and so many people that want it. But at the end of the day, Sam, I just have to get the music out there. And I'm passionate about the music. I'm passionate about connecting with people and connecting dots for people through music. And so I know what I'm here for. I know why I'm here, and I'm here to help heal and spread light and love. And so and I do that through music. That's the gift that I was given. So I'm gonna do that regardless, and that's gonna forever be my hustle, forever be my grind.
It's amazing hustle, especially when you love it and you're doing it in a positive, way. Is it ever hard to find that balance?
It was back in the day. It was so hard to balance it, but I made a conscious effort to make sure that I put what matters first, and that's, my family, as long as I'm putting them in balance, and then my passion, and then everything else falls underneath and in line, and it all works out. So when I'm not in balance and I don't have enough music, I get I get a little what's the word I want to use? I get a little uneven,
Hmm.
So I know when it's time to refocus and rebalance. But balance, I mean, that's the key to life. I mean,
Hmm.
so having your passion and things that you care about in the forefront, and making sure those things that matter you're doing the most of. So yeah, it works.
Hmm.
Eventually, everything else will fall into place. It'll work out.
And most definitely, and then just women empowerment too, and just you're a class act as well. I'm just big on that. I'm just big on women with class, and just doing it in a classy way, just to kind of change that narrative that's been going on.
Yeah, that's definitely a narrative, and that's part of that music over image. It's like,
Hmm.
I think even female MCs, the pressure that they put on them these days to act a certain way and look a certain way just to be seen, um, is terrible. And so I feel like if I can do it my way, as long as I'm doing it my way, I'll be happy. But if doing it another way, I couldn't do it in a different way. I have to, stay true to myself. So I agree with you. A matter of fact, in the
Hmm.
body acoustic video, the shirt that I said was "Women Empowering Women," because that's so important.
Hmm.
Other, and we stand by each other and uplift each other.
It is important. We need that. And then just for other women to see, okay, I can do it this way. And yeah, and definitely music over image, because what some people don't know is like Clubhouse, you're not seeing I mean, you see their default picture, which that could be any picture, but you're capturing the vibe by hearing that person speak first.
Correct.
Before you're tagging into any of their social medias and all of that on there. So it's just the presence that you have, and just how you carry yourself. That's what people are going to, I guess, not see but hear first.
Correct. Absolutely. You know, before social media, we only saw, glimpses of artists unless you went to a concert, or you saw them on MTV, or you were watching a music video. You didn't, all the personal stuff was personal.
Mm-hmm.
Now, people aren't even allowed to make mistakes in their own personal life. And so I wish we could get away from holding people putting people on a pedestal and expecting them to be not human, not make mistakes and not do things that we do on a daily basis.
Right.
So, but here we are. This is where we're at. But in the midst of it, I just definitely want to make good music and create content that people can resonate with.
Definitely. And we got to share some more of your music, because I had Senses queued up, but I was like, maybe we got to share that Corticon too.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, and pronounce it correctly for me, because I do not want to flub it up.
Oh no, you were close. I wasn't gonna call you out on it, but yeah, it's Koinoyokon.
Koinoyokon.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, what does that mean? Break it down.
Yeah, it's actually a Japanese phrase, and it literally has no translation, but it is understood to mean like the premonition of love, basically.
Got you.
Yeah, so you just knowing that, meeting somebody and knowing that you'll fall in love with them,
Got you. Because I'm up here queuing that up now as you're telling us about it, because I was like, I gotta ask her that meaning. And I'm like, no, wait a minute. I said we might just have to just play that one, because because it's so it's so dope too. I love that too. I've been tapping into you and just kind of studying you for the past few months or so. So it's definitely been great.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, yeah. That was my first release, Koinoyokon, and it does vibe on the Lovers album. It's part of the story as well.
Got you. Okay, so I think we're gonna share that here really quick for other people. Might as well, let them, get all tapped into it and everything here.
Absolutely.
Get that loaded up. Because I was like, well, I said, why am I not playing this one? That's got to be played too. Let's get this shared here really quick.
Well, I appreciate you playing it.
Oh no, I definitely want people to see it, because they've seen you. So I just kind of wanted them to see an idea of what we're talking about, of you not actually being in the video, but us seeing the whole story.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, here we go. All right, we want to play that.
I'm falling, I wonder, capsizing up under your spell. I see you in my dreams, feeling like I know you well. Thinking, I'm wishing, hoping, and knowing I could love you completely forever. I know I would. You bring me peace in this chaotic world that we're in. A lifetime ain't enough with you, but where do I begin? Ooh, but no, you can't. Ooh, I know. Ooh, but no, you can't. You know me. Love don't come easy, but I'm more than willing to try. The way I feel for you, this twin flame I cannot deny. I can't explain it, I knew from the first time we met that you were a soul tie, a past life I could not forget. Whoa, you bring me peace in this chaotic world that we're in. A lifetime ain't enough with you, but where do we begin? And it's like, ooh, but no, you can't. Ooh, I know. Ooh, but no, you can't. You know me. Ooh, but no, you can't. I know. Ooh, but no, you can't.
Wow, that was a vibe.
I like to fall asleep to that song.
I got lost in it for a minute. It's one of the people will definitely vibe out to. Did you choose the actress for the video?
It was actually something that was put together for me, so it worked out very nicely. I did all the editing and everything. So.
Got you. Because I was like, okay, she doing her thing. It's beautiful. It's just very beautifully done.
Yeah, it worked. Again, that was the video that people were like, "Well, where are you? You're not in it." And I was like, "I don't need to be. Just let it play. Just listen to the music."
Exactly.
Yeah, that was definitely my first release, and at that, like I said, at that point, I was very anonymous, and not
Wow.
being in a video at all. Still.
Right. Still anonymous in a way. Unless you're doing, like I said, the live acoustic, I think that was perfect that you did that, showing yourself doing it live.
Yeah, it was fun. I love performing live. I do. I do. Like that's just a rush and just a good. I just love to vibe with people and just be there singing and serenading and having fun with them live. That's just a rush always.
It's the best energy.
Yeah, I'm a behind the scenes person. You know, I'm a behind the camera all the time, so I'm just used to directing and giving instructions. So it's different to actually be in the video or in front of the camera.
Right. But I love it. You do great at it. Like I've even seen like some of the snippets you've kind of posted doing covers and stuff. I was like, oh, look at her.
Yeah, I have to get back to doing my mashup Mondays. I've just been so busy since school started, but yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah, school's got to be. Yeah, I know it's school's starting and then everything. How are you doing with it with everything going on? I'm sure it's different than pre-pandemic.
It is different, but I'm trying to create an environment of what used to be, and just trying to um, keep it like it was, at least in my classroom. But yeah, it's definitely a different world now, and so I think we've all had to adjust. The kids, more than anything, have had to make major adjustments that kids shouldn't have to, but they've had to, and they're most of them have adjusted well to the changes. So it's just a different world that we're in right now.
It is. It's just a resiliency. We still survive through it. I mean, I always say the one good thing that came out of it was like, I think people tapping more into their creativity and then just meeting people. Like, I don't think Clubhouse would have been as popular as it was without this pandemic.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just even using Zoom and
Mm-hmm.
be able to communicate with so many more people than you would just doing a live show, doing um, shows via Zoom, and people all over the world being able to see and hear you. And like you said, things like platforms like Clubhouse, to where you're actually talking to people, and it just took off at the right time. So yeah, there's so many good things that have come out of it. Even for business owners realizing that there's so much more they can do online. You know, at one point
Yes.
they thought, we were under the assumption that you had to be in somebody's presence or in their face to make a business deal or to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could just hop on a Zoom call and conduct business or place an order and have it dropped off, so people are
Exactly.
changed the way we thought business a lot. So there's some great improvements and things that it has taken away from, because we like to communicate. Kids missed hanging out with each other and socializing, and so
Mm-hmm.
socializing. Hopefully, we'll get back to doing it without masks.
Right. To really, yeah, because it's, mine have adjusted, but mine graduated. Well, as you know, the oldest had graduated. So my youngest, she's still doing kind of the online schooling, but I mean, she's kind of used to it.
Okay.
But I try to give her a little confidence boost about it. I said, you can have fun online. I said, look at your mommy. I do my show every week. So
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, and like you said, that's another thing. Just doing these shows, it's like we're not physically sitting together, but you still feel the vibe and catch the vibe and just get to know people either way.
Absolutely. Yes.
That's what it's all about. What because I know like you've been in clubhouse rooms with people like aspiring artists and things like that. What advice would you give to people trying to come on into this industry?
My only piece of advice would be don't give up. You're going to have rough moments. You're going to have moments where you feel like you can't do it or it's almost an impossible task. But I would definitely say just keep going, and just chase your dream. Just go after your dream and what you're passionate about and what you're here to do. Just do it. And like I said, things will work out in itself. If you just put the work in, you'll see the results.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Definitely. I agree with that. That's great advice. There's so many people wanting to come on.
Yeah, but everybody wants it overnight. Everybody wants the quick success, but I'm looking for longevity, and
Right.
I think creating a strong foundation will create the longevity.
Definitely. Definitely. Just that timeless. I would say even timeless, even when we're not here anymore, they're still playing,
So I would definitely hope so. That's definitely what I would hope for my music, is that it outlives me for sure.
Most definitely. And then you have like a catchy name. Like I do like how, well, I'm sure for obvious reasons you had to kind of make the E into a 3, just kind of what we did with Activated. So we have that in common.
Well, actually, yeah. I mean, I could have kept it the E, but I overthink everything. So Venus actually comes from my sun number. My sun number is 5. And so the V is actually a 5. NUS is the sun backwards, the word sun.
Oh.
3 is just like a personal rule of living my life by 3s. Anybody that knows about Nikola Tesla, he talked about the meaning of 3. And so, you have the Trinity, you have 3s are just everywhere in our system, in our world. And so, yeah, there's reason.
I knew it. That's why I said I'm gonna get cute with the question but I knew there was, just knowing you, I knew there was just that deeper meaning to it. I knew it.
Paying attention to me. But yeah, the easiest way to say is the 3. Yeah, I just needed to take away the E and put a 3. But yeah, I just I just wanted to have some meaning behind the name, and just like I want to have meaning behind the songs,
Exactly.
And Venus is the goddess of love, and it's also, so, I actually did research on the planet and everything before I the name, like, so yeah, it was a whole ordeal.
That's it. Then how long have you been going by Venus?
Not long. It just came to me probably about maybe 2 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I put out the first single um, this year. So yeah,
Mhm.
Venus is really only as old as Con is. January.
Wow. I love to see. Look how that all works out, though.
Yes, it did.
Oh my gosh, I love it. I think it's definitely just a great, it's just a great name with the meaning. And, I know we want to do music over image, but I think it's just catchy when they see that. They're going to be like, oh, okay, who's that?
Thank you. Absolutely. I love it.
That's the way I look at it.
Absolutely.
And then what can we like expect from you in like 2022, or what would you like to have happen in 2022?
Well, in 2022, we're definitely going to have new music, more music, um, maybe a different direction, something new, um, um, possible surprises, um, uh, some things that I can't say, but let's
Right.
talk about for sure. Um, and then a lot more um, live shows. And like I said, I definitely want to tap into moving around and doing live shows. Definitely drop an album in 2022 for sure. So, I'm always working and always um, planting seeds. And so hopefully 2022 will be the culmination, the manifestation of a lot of the seeds that I planted in the past. So.
I love it. I love it. And are there any particular like places that you would love to perform at that you haven't performed at yet?
There's places all over the world that I would
World.
at. You know what I would
Hmm.
really love to do? I would really love to just tour the UK and just go in some of those dope spots that they have and just sing. That's just a dream of mine. And then, there's places all over the US. I mean, good Lord, there's so many famous places and I like the little clubs. I like the intimate clubs, that I could just go and just show up and just jam with, do a jam session or something like that. So
Hmm.
I have a list, and I've literally been making a list, a spreadsheet of places that I want to go to, and just introducing myself to them and letting them get to know who I am as an artist. And hopefully, I'll be able to hit all those places at some point.
Oh, definitely. Speak that into existence. I don't see why you wouldn't, why that wouldn't happen for you.
Ma'am, thank you.
And I'll be supporting and watching all the way, hopefully attending some. Shoot, I want to go.
Absolutely, absolutely. We'll broadcast live.
Right, definitely. And are there any dream collaborations or anybody that you would love to work with?
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. I think my first would be um, one of my, and I didn't mention her before.
Hmm.
I didn't. But if I could just meet Sade and just
Ooh.
vibe with her, that would be. I mean, I was gonna name my kid after her. So love. I don't even know why she didn't come to me before, but yeah, she's definitely on my list. And Tank. I would love to sit down and have a songwriting session with Tank. Um, Leon Bridges is from my home,
Hmm.
so I think we would definitely vibe. I think musically we would have a good marriage with our sounds. There's a few artists, and like I said, Damian Marley. A lot of my family roots are in reggae. My family heritage is in Barbados, so I do a lot of reggae music that no one's heard, but
Not yet. Not yet.
so yeah, there's so many. I would
Wow.
just be a piece of a lot, just a lot of people's catalogs. I would love to just Venus just sprinkled everywhere around the industry. That's a goal of mine.
And I think that's definitely, not even think, I know that that's a feasible goal. Like, I can guarantee you that people that have tapped in, I know people who will be like, okay, Sam, how can I work with her?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely open to work, definitely open to collaborate. So I'm here for it.
I mean, I love it. I already see it. I already got people in mind, and I'm thinking, oh my God, it would be so dope working together.
Thank you. Yes, send them my way for sure.
That's just how my mind works. I'm like, okay, who can we work together? And that's what we do. It's just all about networking and just spreading that love and spreading that art.
Absolutely, absolutely. And then you can bring things to, they say opposites attract. So I've always been that way in music. Like I was always hearing things like Bone Thugs and Harmony with with oh my gosh, I just lost Co- Colin,
Phil Collins, Phil Collins.
Phil Collins.
Yeah.
Together, that was just my thing, is just merging artists like that and sounds like that together. And so I definitely, it doesn't have to be the same genre. It's just the mix of it and how you mix it. You might create the new, you never know. So
Definitely. I love about, genres coming together, and it's like you can't just be all into one genre without appreciating others. So that's how it is.
absolutely.
That's definitely how it is. And then final question, which I always like to ask this. You kind of answered it a little bit, but if you want to go more in depth with it, you can. Like, what is the legacy that Venus wants to leave behind?
Oh, I just want to have a plethora of music and and have made connections all over the planet. Um, and most importantly, just help raise the collective, that exists here, and just giving people something to enjoy, feel, and hopefully bring people together. That's we have so many vices and so many things that separate us, and if we can bring people together through music, that's definitely the legacy that I want to leave behind.
Hmm. It's an amazing legacy. I always say, music saved a lot of lives.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely. It's so powerful.
Um, It is just a timeless legacy. And then where we hit up the IG, like but where can people find you as far as on all these music platforms?
Absolutely. The IG is there. Who is Venus is also all social media platforms. But if you want everything in one place, please go to my website, is whoisvenus.com. And if you go there, you can connect with me. You can join my mailing list where I give you updates. I actually I'm having a text uh, message service where people can actually communicate with me hands-on directly. So I'll be dropping that soon with Seymour. So yeah, there it is, whoisvenus.com. If you go there, everything you need, everything of Venus is there.
Yeah, tap into it, people. I've been on the website. I joined the mailing list too. I did. So
Oh, awesome.
I joined it. It's a dope website, y'all. So definitely, yeah, you're right. Tapping into that because you literally have all your links right there. So you can't miss anything.
Absolutely. Thanks for
Yeah.
asking as well. I appreciate it.
Oh no problem at all. So I got census queued too. We gotta play that.
Okay.
Um, um, we gotta play the census. Look, I was trying to hit up any single that I could for you.
Oh yeah, I'm so glad you're able to play it.
Oh
But yeah,
no.
y'all tap in with me. Don't be a stranger. After the Get Activated podcast, like, let's stay connected.
We here. We here, Venus. So we we're connected. And everybody that tapped in, watched the podcast. It's much appreciated. Tap in the Venus. And this if you missed the live show, it's still always going to be here on Facebook, certifiednationentertainment.com. It's going to be on there. It's going to be on the YouTube. So Venus, I'll definitely make sure you get the link to that. It's going to be on the Twitch, and I'm posted on IG tonight too, and tag you. So look out for some tags there too, Venus.
Awesome.
It does like 15-minute increments, so I'll do it all in parts, but it'll be on there for you. So it's just the love of the art and the person loving you like a sis, just spreading that out for you.
And you do that so well. You do.
Oh, much appreciated. It's my pleasure. So yeah. So before we go in the senses, is there anything that you like an introduction you want to do for it? Anything people should catch? It's the one. It just has like the kind of the picture on it.
It's a throwback, and that's definitely the feel I want you to get. It's just, senses. It just involves everything. It's about memories, and so yeah, senses.
Awesome. Awesome, everyone. So this has been another dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. And so we're about to queue up senses for you to close the show out. So, make sure you all, just kind of listen to that. It's a dope song. And again, wonderful having you on here with me, Venus.
Same. It was such a pleasure. Thanks for having me. You guys tap in. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Much love.
Much love as well. Here we go to senses.
The way I feel about this thing we have, it got me so warm inside. Loving you completely is really something that stays on my mind. I think that I could find 1,000 words that say how I feel. Like having, wanting, needing, they all appeal to my senses. Seeing, smelling, touching, tasting you. Yeah. See, I met him back in 99. We had a moment hooping at the park, I think a Friday night. I saw his pretty skin, his melanin was glistening. I loved the way he called. My Omar X was vibing without talking, like the silent caller. On the landline, girl, I'm trying to landline. Yeah, telling all my sisters about this guy that's so fine. I had them gassing me on heavy D. I finally got my nerves up. We met up at a parking lot, was nervous when he swerved up. But the vibe was so right, we could talk all night. Young and awoke, the things that we spoke were beyond our own time. Tried to stay connected, but like friends, somehow we fell off. If I could turn back time to 99, I think that I could find 1,000 words that say how I feel. Like having, wanting, needing, they all appeal to my senses. Seeing, smelling, touching, tasting you.